Hey guys, Desolate Magic here with more spoilers from the Fallout set. It's getting wild, I'm loving the references. They've been like 80% accurate and 20% huge stretches and misrepresentations of the characters, so I mean, what more can you expect from them, I guess? And I am trying my hardest to leak that information from the stupid upcoming Cowboy set, but then people leaked even more information. I gotta add that to it, and it's just a mess. So we'll see if I can get that done tonight. I don't know, I still gotta do my damn taxes. Really bad time of the year, but anyway. Let's jump in with Survivor's Medkit. It's a one-cost generic artifact. You pay one, choose one that hasn't been chosen, stim pack, draw a card. Fancy Lad Snack Cakes, hell yeah, shout out. Create a food token, and rad away. Target player loses all rad counters, sacrifice Survivor's Medkit. Nice. That card is huge if you're playing just in this set. Next up, Thrill Kill Disciple. It's a 3-cost 3/2 creature human mercenary. It has squad 1, discard a card, which is, you just create more of it. And when Thrill Kill Disciple dies, create a junk token. Ooh. Well, you can just explode with that late game. I love cards with any form of like multi-kicker strive, that kind of thing. That's a bit harsh because you got to have cards in hand though, but whatever. Next up, Wild Wasteland, the best mod from New Vegas, if I remember correctly. Well, it's an official gameplay modifier, but anyway, it's a 3-cost red enchantment. Skip your draw step. Ooh. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of the library. You may play those cards this turn. And then if you don't play one or more of those cards, they remain in exile and are not accessible the following turn. So this is all in, all or nothing. I kind of like cards like that. I know, that may surprise you. Look, it's just wacky enough to work. Next up, Vault 11, Voter's Dilemma, vote for Joyce, vote for Stone, vote for me, vote for Desolator. So Chapter 1, it's a 4-cost Black-White Saga. Chapter 1, for each opponent, you create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and 2 and 3. Each player secretly votes, I knew they were going to do this, for up to 1 creature, then those votes are revealed. If no creature got votes, each player draws a card, otherwise destroy each creature with the most votes or tied for the most votes. So that's like the opposite of an election. I mean, I don't remember exactly what went down at Vault 11, but still. So next up, we got in the Schmancy frame, Ruzka, Terror of Point Lookout, which is just a Eula Queen Among Bears. It's a bear tribal card. I'm going to, skip past it because a lot of people know what the reprints do. And if you don't, you can pause it. Next up, the Nipton Lottery. That's right. He won it all the way back in New Vegas. It's 4-cost red-black sorcery. Choose a creature at random. You gain control of that creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Then destroy all other creatures. Ooh, a 4-cost, but also kidnapper board wipe in a color that doesn't include white. You really don't see that a lot. This is, I would almost say, unprecedented. Somebody's going to say, no, there's a card just like it. If there is, I've never seen it. Not for 4 and not in these colors. Holy crap. Next up, Boomer Scrapper. Okay, Boomer. It's a 3-cost, 1 red, 1 black, 1/1 creature human soldier, and when it enters battlefield or attacks, you lose 1 life and create a junk token. That's about right. These guys are so annoying. Weird, creepy cult, but whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Boomer Scrapper. Oh, so he just gets bigger. He keeps blasting and gets bigger. And so I started blasting you guys. Anyway, next up we got Sierra, Nuka's biggest fan, and the most annoying NPC in all of Fallout 4. Unless you count me. So it's a 4-cost 3/4 mono white legendary creature human citizen, and they have the Nuka-Cola Challenge, the worst quest in the entire game. That is not debatable. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat to a player, put a quest counter on Sierra, Nuka's, her, and create a food token. Then whenever you sacrifice a food token, or any food, doesn't have to be a token, because permanents can be food, by the way, target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of quest counters on Sierra. Ooh, that could build up real quick. Next up, Heroic Reinforcements. It's, of course, a reprint. Create a bunch of tokens, boost them, haste. Yeah, kind of annoying. Likes to win all at once, but, maybe in Commander with 40 health, maybe not, but it's pretty good. But then we got Bighorn Rancher. It's a 5-cost, 2/5 in green. Only an uncommon, lowering the power level here a bit. Creature Human Ranger with Vigilance, and if you tap it, add an amount of, green mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control to your mana pool. Damn. Sacrifice Bighorn Rancher, you gain life equal to the greatest toughness among other creatures you control. I feel like that's a reprint. That sounds way too familiar. Also, he has Vigilance. Oh, well, next up we got Breakdown. It's a 3-cost green instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Create a junk token. Oh, so it's naturalized on steroids. Haha, pun intended. Next up, Fertile Ground. I think I covered this in the last one. I don't know. There was a weird thing with the order, and yeah, well, I blame WotC. It's partially my fault, but I still blame WotC. But we do have Rancor. That's a reprint, but I'm going to read it anyway, because I hate this card. I hate this card with a passion. 1 cost, green enchantment aura, non-legendary enchant creature. It gets +2 and has trample for 1 damn mana. What's the downside? Nothing. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return it to its owner's hand. So one of your creatures is going to get boosted for the rest of the game for 1 mana. Like, it's ridiculous. It just keeps coming back. You can't kill it. You draw more of it. This card was a mistake. Next up, Squirrel Nest. It's a reprint. Enchant land, tap it, create a squirrel. But then there's Super Mutant Scavenger. It's a mutant warrior creature for 5/5/5 trample, and when it enters battlefield or dies, return up to 1 target aura or enchantment or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand, because that's what you do in the set. Next up, Well Rested. Get that bonus XP. You pay 2, enchant creature, and it has whenever this creature becomes untapped, put 2/1/1 counters on it. Ooh. Then you gain 2 life and draw a card. Damn, this ability triggers only once each turn. Otherwise, this would go directly into my deck called Tap Dance. You can imagine what it does. It runs Twiddle. Okay, this is insane, because remember, you keep bringing back the auras over and over and over. Next up, Wild Growth. I mean, that's a reprint. Makes your land tap for 2, basically. Then we got Armory Paladin. It's 3 cost, white, red. 3/3 for trample, or with trample, whatever, I can't read. Whenever you cast an aura or equipment spell, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next turn. Holy crap. The end of your next turn, not your current turn. And you're already stacking them up, you're already protecting them by moving them around, and then you're already bringing them back out of the graveyard, like repeatedly, while also dumping in large amounts of cheap creatures. This deck is out of control. We're not even like describing or breaking down one specific commander deck. This is just like what those colors in this set do, period. You could build a whole deck out of this. Now maybe there's some crossover, I have no idea. I haven't seen the full deck list from the commander ones yet, but I know there's collector's boosters, so maybe all of these are in the commander decks, but then the boosters have alternate frames. I have no idea how this product is structured. I just know there's not regular boosters of it. It's collectors, boosters, or commander decks only, which is odd. So next up, Behemoth Sledge. It's 1/1 green +1 white artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has trample and lifelink equip 3. Holy crap. I mean, Shadow Spear makes this look like nothing, and Godsend makes this look like a toy, but this is still up there on the power level, and you're going to be equipping this and moving it around for free, so damn. Next up, Basilisk Collar. Really? Really? And you put it on dog meat. That makes absolutely 0 sense, but okay, it's a reprint. It's a pretty valuable card, actually. Then we got the Blood-Forged Battle Axe. It's a 1-drop. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, and whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Blood-Forged Battle Axe, equipped 2. I do wonder if that's a reprint, but not enough to go to Google and type 2 simple words. Oh well. Next up, we got Brass Knuckles, which I know for a fact is a reprint. See, it's way more fun if this is a quiz. It's double strike, and then if it to equipment, yeah, this is kind of neat. It really kind of fell flat the first time it was printed, but in this set it would actually work. Then we got Champion's Helm. That's definitely a reprint. +2/+2 if it's legendary and has hexproof, so pretty good. Explorer's Scope, I think that's a reprint. 1-drop. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, oh yeah, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it on the battlefield tapped. Yeah, so it's like a little bit debatably upgraded version of Sword of the Animist, but it also does less, but it's cheaper, so it gets started quicker. I don't know, I'd still take Sword of the Animist, but like this is pretty good. Then we got Fire Shrieker. Pretty sure that's a reprint, actually. 3 cost, equipped creature has double strike, and then equip 2, so it was your classic. Then we've got Masterwork of Ingenuity. I have no idea. 1-drop. You may have Masterwork of Ingenuity enter the battlefield as a copy of any equipment on the battlefield. Oh my god. Let's move on to Pip-Boy 3000, which I guarantee is not a reprint. Probably. It could be Trading Post for all I know. I don't know. It's a 1-drop artifact equipment. Okay, probably not then. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose 1. Sort inventory. Yeah, nobody ever does that. Draw a card, then discard a card. Pick a perk, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. So equipped creature. Weird way to phrase it. And then check map. Untap up to 2 target lands. Equip 2. Very, very generic, general, and versatile while also not being locked to a color, and that makes sense. That's what the Pip-Boy should be, but I still think the power level on this is good enough that you could run it in a commander deck, definitely. Next up, Swiftfoot Boots. Okay, unless there was a mod or something, I don't remember seeing those in the game. Why are they sparking? Why are polymer wheels sparking? You know what? Everybody knows what Swiftfoot Boots does. They've been printed like 30 times. They're still worth $2. Next up, Burial Rune. Probably a reprint. Comes in untapped, taps for generic and, or pardon me, colorless. Good Lord, where's my brain today? Pay 2, generic, and tap it, sacrifice Buried Rune, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. Okay, I mean, as if there's not too much of that in the set already, but sure. Next up, Canopy Vista, reprint of the double check lands. So it can tap for one of 2 colors, and then it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. I've heard double check, I've heard late lands. Double check makes sense because you're checking for double of something. The rest are inner so skip into Exotic Orchard, which I believe is also reprint. It's a land, it's a rare, and add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. I think I featured this in Overlooked but Awesome, and then said this is really pushing the definition of awesome, because it's so unreliable and stupid. If you're gonna run something stupid, at least run Reflecting Pools. But wait, there's more. Jungle Shrine, which apparently Sanctuary Hills is now in a jungle biome. That's news to me. Can you hear that? Can you hear them stretching it? They're stretching it. They're really stretching it. Feels like it's gonna break. It's a tricolor, so there you go. It's a regular land though, not like a 3-type. Then we got Junktown. This might be a new one. Comes in untapped, taps for colorless. Cool. Pay 4+1 red. Tap it, sack it. Create 3 junk tokens. Okay, yeah, I suppose that would be new because it's junk tokens. They've never done that. That just seems like another way to generate tokens. It's nothing special. Yeah, is what it is. So I'm not sure they've shown this cycle yet. Mossfire Valley. Okay, so you pay 1, but tap it for 2. But you have to spend it like all in that phase. So these are just bad. I mean, they haven't been printed in a while, so they're getting a little pricey, but they're just not good. It's like the weirdest all-at-once ramp, and you got to know exactly what your spells cost. It's like, there are so many other choices in Eternal. This is just dumb. That said, you're damn right I ran these like the year I started playing. They were dirt cheap. Next up, Roadside Reliquary. 99% sure that's a reprint, but hey, taps for colorless, and if you pay 2, tap it, sack it, draw a card if you control an artifact, and then draw a card if you control an enchantment, so very relevant to this set. Then there's Rogue's Passage. Oh, look, it's the Railroad. Okay, guys, if this video is 56 minutes long, then I decided to go off, okay? It's the whole rest of the video. It's about the Railroad and what I think of them. You could say I'm not really a fan of those stupid hipster, PETA, vegetarian, liberal arts major, bleeding heart activist, and I don't just hope they all die. I'm the one who killed them. Moving on from the suitably 11-cent card, we've got Rootbound Craig. I don't remember which lands I've showed yet, so just battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain or a forest. Okay, single check lands. Well, they're throwing everything in here. This set, I mean, we already knew it was gonna be worth some money, but damn, you throw all the like second-rate lands in here. People go after second-rate lands for a commander because you need a lot of fixing, you know, especially 5-color. Which if you do that, you're insane. But you know, Kenrith be with you. Then we've got Scattered Groves. It enters the battlefield taps for 2 colors. It's a forest plane, so it's fetchable, but it also has cycling too. Discard it, draw a card. So if you're flooded on lands or something, yeah, get rid of it. These are kind of nice. Last I checked, 3 years ago, those are kind of pricey too. Then we got Scavenger Grounds. Pretty sure that's a reprint too. You pay, or you don't pay anything. I don't know what's going on. I can't read cards anymore, so I'm damn tired. Taps for colorless. You do pay. What do you know? You pay 2. Sacrifice a desert. Exile all graveyards. Well, a desert. You could choose this one. I guess you were running desert land semi-tribal. See, then we got a bunch of repeats of the lands. I mean, they're cool references in the game, whatever, but let's skip to the temple. They threw temples up in here. Still worth a couple bucks a piece across the board. Temple of Abandon, for example, if you don't remember him from Theros originally, it enters tapped, and when it enters tapped, you scry 1, though, and then from then on, it just taps for either color. So pretty useful if you want to get like a combo going or something and you're not in any kind of hurry, so like a glass cannon deck. So very popular, very, very popular. And they're in a little bit of short supply because Theros wasn't that long ago, but they did reprint them a couple times. There's a different one, Temple of the False God. You just straight up add 2 colorless, activate only if you control 5 more lands, so I do believe that's a reprint as well. All right, and that's actually it for today's batch. There's going to be way more tomorrow. I think it'll be the last. We've only got about 25 cards left, so it's a good amount to leave. There's still some crazy stuff to show. We haven't even seen Diamond City yet, but hey, I'm going to go make another video about blue cows. Make sure you watch it.